So there's loads of ways you can paint fur. For this I'm going to do 3 different colours just to show you what it can look like. And for this one we're going to start with Rhinox Hide. Rhinox Hide is a good base for any of the fur colours that you want to go for. It's a really dark base. You can get a spray of this from Games Workshop, so if you've got a model which has a lot of fur or is completely fur like a wolf, spraying them with Rhinox Hide is a really good option because you can work up to any other brown afterwards. Because we've got the claws on this wolf already painted with Rakarth flesh, we're just going to be really neat around this bit and make sure we don't get any onto those claws. So the next base colour I'm using for this fur is Doombull Brown. Now on this model I'm mixing up the fur colours so it doesn't look like it's just got the pelt of one wolf, he's got multiple. So I'm just trying to use as many as many different colours of brown as possible. And it does work on one model anyway. So the third one I'm using is Mournfang Brown. And now we're going to start highlighting these up. So Gorthor Brown over the top of this Rhinox Hide, and we're leaving the Rhinox Hide in the recesses. Like I said before, it's a nice dark shadowy colour, but the majority of this fur will look like Gorthor Brown. So for the Doombull Brown, the highlight we're using on that is Tuskgor Fur, and it's more of a pinky brown. And you just want to drag your brush lightly across the top of this fur that's sticking out. This has been green stuffed, so it's not plastic kit, but you've still got the angles and the recesses, so your brush will just hit the top of it and paint them instead of going into all the gaps. I'm going to highlight Gorthor Brown now with Baneblade Brown, and I'm just picking out all of the raised areas on the model. Any areas where there's fur, I'm just dragging lightly over the top of it. And that's picked up all of those tufts quite easily. So for the Mournfang we're using Scrag Brown now, exactly the same way. It's not a dry brush, I've got more paint on the brush and I'm just dragging it over there, and you can see it's picking it up without having that chalky texture like you would get if you were doing a dry brush. So that's all the base colours down for that, and I'm just going to pick out some details using Raven Black to pick out the nose on the wolf. And you would paint the claws on this wolf as well a little bit more. I'm just showing you how you can paint this fur up quite easily. We're going to go and do the wash on this next. So this is the last part. It's just a mix of medium, Agrax and Nuln Oil, 2 parts medium to 1 part Agrax and 1 part Nuln, and it's thin enough that it doesn't leave any watermarks, but it gives you the shadowing, or the we're going to darken all of this fur by just pooling it all over it, and it's as simple as that for the fur.